welcome back to my channel. Today's video is this 3D rose nail set that I actually super love. So let's get into it and let me show you how I created this set. So I went in with a bunch of different polishes from a bunch of different brands, and I'll have everything listed down below in case you were interested in what I was using. But I started in with this super light gray. I believe this one is the one from Glam, and it was such a gorgeous color. I really love gray. I think gray is like my favorite neutral because it works with everything. I really love the tone of this one. It was such a gorgeous color and it just really worked perfectly for this nail set, so I really liked it. Next, I'm going in with this gel polish here. This is a darker gray. It's a bit stormier, and I also really love this color as well. There's something so rainstormy about this color. It looks like an angry gray sky, and I really loved how that looked. So now going in with that same darker gray color and a red polish. I believe this one is from Beetles. And I am going to ombre the two together to create a super interesting nail look. So just using an ombre brush and feathering in the two colors together. The first layer of an ombre is never great. The design always comes together after the second layer when you can fill in the gaps. So here I'm doing this same ombre, but I am doing the red at the bottom and the gray at the top. Or sorry, the opposite, the red at the bottom. Red at the top and gray at the bottom. Sorry. And now I'm using a couple of glitters. So I have two fine glitters, one in a darker gold and one in a lighter gold, and then a bit of a chunkier, lighter gold, more champagne-y gold color. And I just used some base coat to create a tacky layer for the glitter to sit in. And I'm just going to kind of ombre the glitter down. So I want to do the larger chunks at the top of the nail and then slowly feather in the smaller bits of glitter, and gonna also mix in the different colors. So I want, you know, both colors of gold going on over there. And just feathering it lightly, and once it reaches the red, to kind of like really fade it out. I don't want the glitter to cover the red too much. And the same here, I am also doing the glitter on the gray. So I want the gray to be covered in glitter, but not the red. So these two nails with the glitters are going to be like inverses of each other. And just throwing in some of the glitter and fading down the glitter to create a beautiful fade off into the red. Next, I am going in with some glitter as well on these gray nails, but I'm only using the lighter glitter, and I'm doing a very light sprinkling, kind of like in a bit of like an S-shaped design, but it's kind of just supposed to be a little bit more sporadic. Now, going in with this silicone mold, which is kind of the inspiration for the whole set, I am using this darker red color, and I'm going to fill in all the different sizes of the roses, and then I am going to place it in the lamp to create custom nail design. And you can see it was just taking forever to fill in this larger one, so I just started pouring it straight from the bottle. I didn't have patience to start, you know, fussing around with the brush. But for the smaller ones, the brush was fine. It was just that larger image was very big and it was just taking forever. So then I use a scraper that I use for stamping, and I just kind of smooth out the whole design, make sure everything is nice and neat, and then I'm going to pop that into my lamp. And after a full cure, they come out, and look how beautiful and detailed they are. I just love them, and they come out so easily, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Look how detailed that is. So pretty. And I love all the different shapes. I think it just adds a ton to it. So normally I don't top coat so early in the video, but for this design I wanted to top coat right now to encapsulate the glitters so that they didn't get in the way of my design. I wanted to make sure the glitters were just safe where they were so they wouldn't get messed up. So now going in with some Rhinestone Glue, I'm going to place down some of these roses. I did make four more roses off the side, two in each of the sizes, off camera to fill in this design here. So I'm just placing the larger one at the top, the smaller one at the bottom. Look how pretty they are. And then I created this really beautiful crystal placement set with the roses it included, and that rose was giving me so much trouble. I could not pick it up, but there we go. And I'm just going to place down the design. I love the shape of these gold crystals here. They kind of look like leaves, and I thought it was just a really, really beautiful design. So there she is. I really love how it came out. It's just, I don't know, it looks like jewelry to me. It's so pretty. Now I'm going in with this liner gel from Beetles, and I wanted to create kind of like vines, because we know roses, well, not vines, more like stems with thorns, to just really give this nail set some extra oomph. I feel like when you're doing florals, even if you just add like the tiniest hint of greenery, whether it's just like a tiny leaf or just a little bit of a vine or something, it really just brings florals to life. I know that green can sometimes be a little bit scary for people to wear on their nails, but if you're doing florals, definitely throw in just the hint, a tiny hint. It doesn't have to be a very bright green, but the smallest bit of just greenery and leaves just really gives an extra oomph to your florals. Now for this set, I wanted the vines and the thorns to be kind of 3D because the roses themselves are 3D, so I didn't want them to be flat, so I'm actually making them quite thick. Not thick enough that they won't cure properly, because we definitely want to make sure that the gel cures and we don't want it to wrinkle when it goes into the lamp. But I do end up going over each of the thorn designs again with the green to just add extra height to it so it looks more 3D. And now I wanted it to be a little bit more matte, just to kind of like add different dimension and different levels of like depth to the nail. So while the nail and the roses themselves are shiny, I went in with a matte top coat on this small detail brush and went over the thorns and vines over here with the matte so that it kind of just adds a little bit of an extra oomph, because roses can look a little bit shiny, but thorns don't usually look very shiny. Now obviously this is not a hyper realistic look. It is very, you know, hand drawn and creative and artistic and not realistic at all, but I just wanted to add an extra depth to it, and I thought that the matte thorns over the glitter would just really add some cool dimension, so that's what I did over here. And now I'm going to finish up the rest of the nails with some shiny top coat. I love how these glitter fades came out. They just really add something to the set. I definitely think that it was a good move. I think that the gold on the gray just looks so, so cool, and it definitely helps bring in the rest of the gold from the nails. So it just combines the whole look and brings everything together. So just top coating around these crystals and gems just a little bit, and making sure not to get over any of the gems so that they don't get dulled in the lamp. And here is the final set. I really, really love how this came out. I think the roses are so beautiful. They are so detailed. I really love how this came out. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!